Yo guys, what is up? Almighty Deez is back again for another crazy story. And this story is gonna be when I was in like 10th grade, I got caught stealing my teacher's phone. So let's get right into it. Alright, so this was in my art class. So we were in art class. Like I said in one of my first videos, we were so bad. We had a table of just bad kids, like troublemakers. So, you know, I get in class. I'm the first one to get in there, like in our table, and I see this phone under this like box of coloring pencils. So I get the phone and I just like put it in my backpack real quick, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna steal this phone. And everybody else starts walking in like our little bad table, and so I decided to pull the phone back out, and this phone was so shitty. Like it was the shittiest phone I've ever seen. Like it was still like a flip phone, and like iPhones were out at this time. So I'm like, so we start passing around like area. There was like six of us at the table, and I'm like, yo, man, look at this phone, and we're all like looking at it and shit, and it says I love Mr. Carter on there, but my art teacher's name was Miss Carter, and I was just like, I didn't really get it. I was like, why would it say that? What the fuck? Like, it didn't click in my head that it was my teacher's phone. And then one of my friends, we'll call him James, he walks into the classroom and he don't even got art. Like, we had like 5 minutes to get from one class to another class. So he walks in, just to say what's up, and we're like, yo, dude, look at this phone, look at this phone. We found it on the table, and he's like, yo, whose is it? Whose is it? I was like, I don't know, bro. We just found it on the table. I was like, here, bro, and he was going to a gym class. I was like, here, bro, just take it, go to gym class, and like sell it or give it away or do some shit. It's real shitty. He's like, all right, bro. So he takes the phone, and then that was on a Monday, and we had so much snow that we were out of school for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we didn't go back to school till next Monday. So nothing happens. But I get back to school on Monday, and me and my friend had first period together. He was also in the art class, and he gets called up to the office. And like the whole first period goes by, and he didn't come back to the very end. And then he's like, "Yo, dude, they want you up in the office." I was like, "For what?" He said, "Well, he told me not to say anything." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's kind of weird." So I go up to the office. I'm sitting down, and the school, like, we had a school officer. The school officer comes in there, and he's like, "Who stole Miss Carter's phone?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, no one stole a phone. Like, he's like, so no one took a phone. I was like, no one ever took a phone. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll be right back. So and then he comes back and he's like, look, you want to go to juvie? Who stole the phone? And then it clicks in my head. I was like, oh shit, that phone on the desk was Mrs. Carter's phone. So I was like, well, oh, which I kind of did. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of snitched out my friend. I was like, oh, no, I didn't take the phone. The kid, James, he took the phone. He came in the classroom, took the phone, and took it with him to gym. But yeah, I remember before this, they were asking me, did I know all these names? Which were like, because the James dude, he was a Mexican. He's like, do you know like Rosa? And like, and I don't know, some Elizabeth or whatever. It's a bunch of Mexican names. I was like, no, I don't know any of them. But yeah, and then I was like, well, yeah, he took the phone. So he's like, all right, I'll be right back. So I guess he talked to the other guy, like the James dude, and he told them that I handed him his phone. Which technically, like, six people, we were passing around that phone. Like, we were trying to, like, do you want the phone? They're like, nah, man, this is shitty. Do you want the phone? They're like, nah, man, it's shitty. Like, no one wanted that phone. It was that shitty. So, we gave it to him, and he just ran off with it. So so the officer comes back in, and he's like, so, what, he's like, write down a statement. So, I get out a piece of paper. I'm like, James came into the classroom, and there was a phone on the desk, and I handed it to him. And that's where I fucked up. Because the way, what the officer said to me, he's like, so, you stole the phone, and he received stolen property. And I was like, oh, what? No, I didn't steal it. He's like, but you picked it up and put it in his hand. I was like, no, but we were all passing it around. He's like, who's the first one who found the phone though? Who was the first one at the table? I was like, I was. He's like, so you stole the phone and gave it to him. I was like, no, no, I didn't steal it. But yeah. So basically, I got a charge for stealing my art teacher's phone. Ah, I was so stupid when I was young. But yeah, and I actually ended up going to juvie for this. And so if y'all want for the next video to tell you my little juvie experience, cause I got arrested right after this. Like they're like, you stole teacher's phone, you're going to juvie with me. So guys, if y'all could leave a like and leave a comment down below if y'all want to hear like how it was my experience in juvie, cause it was fucking crazy. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I just hit 50 subscribers. Kind of stoked about that. Thanks for all the support. Like, comment, subscribe, and Almighty Jesus, I'm out of here, guys.